As of January 31st, 2026, I have just recently completed Ashes of the Damned round 999 on Cursed Tier 3, believing to be the second in the world to have gotten this achievement, only second to Visalanus Z, which he achieved a few weeks prior to me uploading this video, or in my completion I should say. On the screen you're being shown what augments I used and what relics I used in this match. It's very simple here, the setup as of right now. You obviously need the gauntlet, the one weapon, and you're also going to need to get the ray gun. I personally got the free ray gun from getting an ultra rarity weapon and feeding it the chompy, which you can do in any game on, cursed, and as long as you do this, you will get a ray gun 100% of the time. Now you're going to take your weapons, you're going to bring them over to Old Tassie, and get them Pack-a-Punch to Tier 4 rarity as well, Tier 4 Pack-a-Punch. Most of what I did on this starting setup rounds is everything basically one-to-one what Visalanus Z has done, and I know he has a great video that describes exactly what he had done. Basically, come here into the jail cell, you keep the door over next to the zip line, which is like in front of us basically here closed, and you use double whammy with PhD flopper. You flop on the wall, and you use the gauntlets ability where you explode the little thorns and it kills everything. You have to basically time the double whammy jumps with like around 3 to 4 shots on the gauntlet when being shot on the floor, and then that will basically keep them all knocked down. Well, as we can see here on round 350, I was able to do that strategy perfectly fine until that point, but as you can see, the perks at the bottom of my screen now have the updated icons that shows their permanent perks, and the strategy with double whammy was significantly nerfed, and it's very, very sketchy and does not work basically anymore, at least safely. So what I've actually done is I got to this round and I thought, at this point I didn't really know about the nerf, so I was like, wow, this seems a lot harder than usual. So I did this, and I did a little research, and I got to 370, and I was like, you know what, this strategy is super sketchy. I am coming very close to death every single round. I have to change things up. So after this round here, I did actually start running the trap strategy that Decal used in his 999, the world's first, and you're about to see some footage of that here in a second. But what I found when running that is I was absolutely garbage at that strategy. I'm just not sure if it just wasn't for me or whatever the case is, but I basically ran this strategy up until 390. Okay, and you'll see here basically you come to this trap here, you turn it on, and you take the fast travel to the other trap over in Ashwood. I had also gotten the rocket launcher from the mystery box because I thought it would help a lot with this strategy, which it kind of did, but I was not really doing too well with it regardless. But I did this for quite a while. Rounds are ungodly slow, and yeah, this is basically it, just jumping back and forth between the two like this, like over here. You hear zombies dying behind me. Yeah, see, I just turn on this trap and sit here. And I'm cutting through here my footage to, speed things up a little bit for you guys watching. But yeah, you just kind of go back and forth, and instead of using that fast travel, you actually use the Old Tassie fast travel. And in doing this strategy in these in these rounds that I did, I actually lost like all of my dying wishes. I lost 2 of them due to lag, and I lost 1 of them due to actually jumping off the side of the rail there at Ashwood, and didn't have the augment on where it negates all fall damage, and it just took my dying wish away, even though I didn't even lose like much health. I lost like 10 health, and it just took it away from me. But, you know, anyways, I digress. I included a little footage here of probably the worst down that I took in this entire game. I did use all of my self-revives by the end of the round 999. My final one was one that I picked up from a random Ravager. But right here is definitely the worst down that I took. I was trying basically just using one trap here. Kind of like if you've seen Fears round 99 run on Vandal Farm, I kind of tried to replicate what he was doing there instead of using the double trap strat. And it just really wasn't working for me. So, as you can see here, I take a very simple down. So at this point, I really thought that I was probably just going to end my game, you know, call it quits. But then I was actually watching another Fear round 999 on the Cosmodrome survival map, and I noticed his field upgrade was recharging really, really quickly, and he was using Toxic Growth. So I decided to just pull back up my game, go in there and try it out for myself to see if it really was working like that. And, you know, I come over here to my old strat because I thought, hey, maybe if I just replicate what he was doing there with, you know, using Toxic Growth a whole bunch, maybe it'll just be fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. And you can see me kind of freaking out a little bit over here because I'm having trouble getting my field upgrade for the first time. I tried to use the Gobblegum a few times. It fails every single time. And I end up coming over here to this trap over here to just kill some zombies passively and get my field upgrade up just to start things off, get things rolling. And you know, you see it slowly getting up, and finally I get it. I run back over here, and you know, it works. To my surprise, it worked. And so basically I stood right here until round 999 doing exactly what you're seeing here. You know, you turn your back to the zombies to, you know, absorb the damage to your armor whenever you shoot and everything. And yeah. So basically I did that until round 999, and I wanted to show you guys here how a dog round looks of what I'm doing. This is the fastest way I found to actually complete the dog rounds, is use both of your Toxic Growths, one right beside you on this little cart. Don't put it too far over to the right, put it like kind of in the middle, so everything that jumps onto it gets killed. And obviously over there you see at the spawn of those two Ravagers jumping off the cliff into their death. You shoot there until you get another one fully charged, throw a Casimir so they don't mess with you, and you just come put your Toxic Growth over here by this door, and the rounds go by so quickly. Obviously, you see this is round 997, so this is going to be the longest dog round basically you can have, and all in all, it only took like 2.5 minutes. So, you know, you throw your Casimirs. I always made sure to keep one Casimir on, you know, by the end of the round, just in case you miss that max ammo. Always make sure you save and quit after a dog round. And here we are, just like I said. It looks the same exact way as when you first saw me do it at 390. As you can see, you know, obviously I'm stacking 3 Toxic Growths because you can do up to 3 at once. Sometimes it lets you do 4. That's right. Not sure why, but you know, you're supposed to only do 3. Just keep them right there in front of you, and just run this strat. If you do it like this, it's rare that they come and touch you and anything like that. And as you can see, the round ends.
Oh, is that it?
Here we are.
Oh shit! That's it. Look at that. There it is. Holy shit! There it is.
So how long does this actually take me to do? I added up the times from all of the videos I have on my channel for the live streams that I've done. It all added up to 74.5 hours just about. We'll go and say like 4.5 hours, maybe more, but we'll just say 4.5 hours where, you know, downtime in between rounds, and, you know, I was out using the restroom or whatever the case is. Just not gameplay, so we'll call it 70 hours. It might be a little less, it's probably less than that, but we'll go for 70 hours just to say that. I don't want to go through and really check everything, you know, second by second. That sounds terrible. But other than that, yeah, I just wanted to say a few things about this run. If you do watch any of the recordings of the streams, you can find all of them on my channel. Every single round is actually posted. You can go through each one of them, you'll see them. You'll notice I'm not speaking in most of them. Well, really most of them. The last 10 rounds was the only ones that I actually interacted and actually spoke in. I had no microphone on the entire time. I don't really have like an audience to really interact with right now or anything like that. So I just spent most of that time either listening to music or talking to other people, you know, in my living room or whatever I was doing. But yeah, I only have like 19 subscribers right now, so hopefully I get more, who knows. But, you know, I had a really good time doing this round 999. My highest round I've ever done. The only other like super high round I've ever done is, I wouldn't even call it super high round, but a high round would be round 505 on the Tomb on Black Ops 6. So this blows that one out of the water. Other than that, you know, only I've ever done stuff like round 150 on Classified and, you know, a few round 100s on Black Ops 3 and other Call of Duty Zombies games, but this by far is my highest one I've ever done. And during this game, on round 717, I did reach 1 million kills, so that's cool. So I'm glad I got that done as well. And yeah, I still actually have this game saved. I have the round 999 saved. I will be attempting to do the Easter egg tomorrow, the day after I post this video. I will live stream it, and you know, not sure how it's gonna go. Maybe I beat the Easter egg. Maybe I actually get to the boss. I haven't done any of the steps of the Easter egg. I only have the gauntlet and like the Ravager eyes. So that's it. So hopefully I can get to the boss fight. Hopefully I can beat it. If I do, I'd be world's first. Who knows? We'll see. But other than that, you know, I definitely want to thank you guys so much for watching. It really means the world if you've stayed this long. And hopefully I'll be seeing you. Have a great one.